All right, Tony, I think you're going to figure this one out.
Yeah.
What is the most watched sport on television?
I argue with people about this all the time. It's always soccer.
Yes.
It's always soccer.
It's always been soccer. I'm so sorry for baseball.
It's okay.
But it is soccer. But okay, listen to this. There's a new twist to the classic game of soccer or football. If you're anyone else, anywhere else in the world. America, I bring you OmegaBall. It is a lot like soccer, which of course has 2 goals on the field. But in OmegaBall, there are 3. So how do you play? Who better to explain than the founder of this new sport, Anthony Dittmann. He's joined by former pro soccer player and OmegaBall analyst, Ricky Lopez-Espin. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so the whole thing looks very, very fun, but how does it work? How is it different from soccer?
Yeah, well, first of all, it is very fun. Everyone that plays it loves it. The first thing they say when they come off the field is, when can I play again? But at its core, it's 3-team soccer on a round pitch. It's half the size of a regulation soccer.
3-team soccer?
Yep, it's half the size of a regulation soccer field.
Ooh, I like that.
10 times more scoring than traditional soccer. There's 5 players on each team, including the goalie. The goalie can even score, and there's no offsides, which was the catalyst for developing the game in 2012.
I was going to say, Ricky, they must have been watching regular soccer and being like, the boring part is when they're getting the ball from this goal all the way through the midfield to a scoring opportunity in the next goal. So you just cut that out in OmegaBall.
You cut it out. There's action. There's chaos. There's a lot more goals. It's a lot faster. So everything that you don't get in traditional soccer is what OmegaBall brings.
And for the uninitiated, offsides is when someone from one team can't go past a certain person on the other team,
100%.
right? I've gotten called for offsides. I remember that a lot from my illustrious soccer career. We were New York City champions in 2001.
Oh, wow.
But I won't bore you with stories. I did score, but I won't bore you with that. So,
that.
Ricky, do you think this is the future of soccer? Will it explode in popularity?
I definitely think so. I mean, you look what OmegaBall brings, right? It brings the scoring, the transitional soccer, a lot more touches, excitement, chaos on the pitch, but also you can play this on half of a traditional soccer field, a baseball field as well, so it's very capable of playing in different areas.
And Anthony, you don't have to run as much.
That's what I like.
Yeah, exactly. we see a lot of non-soccer kids and adults, for that matter, gravitating to OmegaBall because you touch the ball a lot more and you don't have to run as much.
So how has the sport grown? Is there a league?
Yeah, right now we're doing events. We've got an event coming up, which we'll tell you about, but it's also grown internationally. So we debuted on FS2 in 2022, and since then, I've spent my whole career in sports business, so we really tried to grow it from the top down, trying to develop the professional side. But as soon as we broadcasted, there was a lot of interest from youth, not only domestically, but internationally. We even played in Argentina, Uruguay, Spain, Australia. We talked to Germany this week, as well as Nigeria. So it's really caught fire in the last 2 years internationally as well.
So here's kind of a dumb question, but I think an interesting one. Who invented are you the inventor or just the founder? And also, can you copyright a sport? Or how does that work in terms of controlling who controls this?
Sure, we control the trademark of OmegaBall. So if you want to play OmegaBall, we own it in dozens of countries. So it is protected. And really the catalyst was to get rid of offsides.
Were you just sitting somewhere and you know what, that offside's
Offsides
really ruining
is the worst.
my day. I have an idea.
I was talking to somebody about investing in American football, and they said, I'm only putting my money in soccer. And when I hung up the phone with them, I was like, I like soccer, but I'm not fanatical about it. Why is that? Offsides. That's what irked me about it. So I thought,
why do you not like offsides?
It's the most boring thing in
Everyone
sports.
agrees.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
And also, you should do this for hockey too, but go on.
Yeah, so I thought if the game was less linear and more round,
Yeah.
would that negate the need for the offsides rule? So originally I drew a round field, put the goal at the top, goal at the bottom, but I could clearly see the flow was still north-south, even with curved sidelines. I thought if you added a 3rd team, can't do that in baseball, can't do that in football, you could actually do that in soccer. That would create that circular flow that I was trying to create.
Brilliant. I love it.
Kind of philosophical. We don't want linear anymore. We want to think
Yeah.
outside the box to the circle.
Absolutely.
Anthony and Ricky, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.